Hello there and welcome again to my stream. This is L'Oreal Talonheart, and we are going to get back into the game I've been given tutorials for called Towns. And as you can see from the last video, I went ahead and did some building just to keep some of the boredom away of the videos, but as you can see, we have really expanded on things. We have a marketplace now, which is a very new thing that I just started. I never tried one before. I gave it a shot, and needless to say, I like it a lot. I'll show you a little overview with that. I opened the entrance to the dungeon, so now I can scroll down to floor -2. And then I started building some housing, even though it's not exactly a house yet. And we have an arena here, which kind of gives a little bit of happiness to my people. So, with that done, we shall get into things. Now, the one thing I noticed was right before I logged off, the game will automatically pause, because sometimes you get these things called sieges. And remember those invasions I was telling you about? Well, that's exactly what the siege is. You will be, minding your own business, and if you have it set up properly, the game will all of a sudden automatically pause without your doing. And your announcements pops up, and it goes, siege. The game has been paused. So, what a siege is, you will get a random group of monsters. It can be anywhere from 2 to about 8 monsters, and the danger of the monsters can be very varying. Like, you can set up a lot of difficulties. You have easy, normal, hard, and then you also have insane. Right now it's on the normal difficulty. So, like, the first few sieges are nothing. You're going to get like 1 or 2. You're going to get like 2 green slimes, which, if your people are armed, it's not going to be much danger. I mean, a siege can be absolutely nothing, like 2 angry badgers, and oh no, badgers are coming. But so you click on the siege, and right here we can see it's a group of 4 spiders. They always come up from a random spot on the edge of the map. You don't know where they're going to show up, but they always show up at the edge of the map. So with that, eventually they're going to walk around, and then they're just going to go berserk and rush to where all my people are. Which, I mean, that's no big thing. My people are armed to the teeth, so they're not going to be much of a danger. And you can see that during my build-up between the last video, there's a green gel, which is a drop from the slimes that sometimes come up inside the sieges. Now, to also show, this guy here is a merchant. And merchants only show up once you open up a market. So, here's a little trick. Once someone comes, you're going to get a little announcement like this. I'll say, pom pom. I'm guessing they're talking like a horn or something. A caravan is coming to town. And in parentheses, it tells you what kind of caravan it is. So here, it's a military merchant. So he's walking around with weapons. So, when he shows up, he arrives here, and you go, I'm going to go in the caravan. Now, this is a caravan screen. The side on the left is the caravan's goods and money. He has money right here. The side on your right is your side. And here's your money, and here's the goods that are available. Now, being a military merchant, he is offering weapons and armor. So you can scroll through and see what he's got. And now, while you need the money, you also can barter with the stuff you have at hand. But at the same time, you can only trade for equal item types. For example, you can only trade for armor and weapons together. You can only trade for food to food, and so on. And then Like some of the other merchants you can find military merchants, you can find food merchants, you can find odd ones like boat merchants, which kind of have like, if I remember right, it seems like they were carrying around furniture. So I was able to get 3 beds off of them for my hospital, which, I mean, hey, it kind of helps out. Because beds do apparently speed up the healing process of your hospitals. Then also, like, there's a dwarven merchant, which, here's the thing. We're going to close this out. A dwarven merchant, you see, I built a forge here. And I have an anvil. In order to make an anvil, you need to make tongs, you need iron, and you need wood. The thing is, I haven't found iron yet in the game. I bought an anvil before I found iron from the dwarven merchant. Also, these iron bars right here, I was actually to buy them from the dwarven merchant. And there were 4 more bars, which I was able to use to make these hide skinning tables. So that allows me to make hats. Well, I mean, they're not the best of armor, but it allows me to differentiate between villager and soldier. So there you go. Dwarven merchants are very handy. And they tend to work in materials, weapons, and armor. So basically it was funny because the way I got all that stuff from them, I had mud. I had lots of mud because I tore down this huge mountain. And it's kind of funny when, you know, I sold them about like 200 pieces of mud, and I got all this money off of them, and I used it to buy all the iron, the anvil, got some iron armor out of it. So yeah, the market is a lot of fun, and I suggest if you're able to do it early on, do it. Looking at the wikis, they say they tend to come around every 7 game days, but I've noticed that sometimes that's not the case. But always keep an eye out for the merchants because they can really, really be helpful. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to get into with the tutorial today is a mineshaft. So I was telling you about mineshafts, how they constantly process ores from the squares. So essentially the cow farms and the pig farms, how they just spit out pigs for you and cows for you for the bones and the meat. The one thing you do here is down inside here I dug out a big chunk of coal, and in order to make a mine shaft, for one thing, it has to be cleared out. And then also, you have to have a 2x2 square of the resource to lay it on, which is very possible. We can make a few mine shafts there. Now, mine shafts can be done on coal. They can be done on any like ore type resource. They can be done on gravel. I believe there is some kinds of stone that you can do it on, so you can process stone out. So overall, it is a very, very good resource to have at your fingertips. So let's get started, and we're gonna first make 2 torches. We want to make the 2 torches, and then let's just make sure. That's a building. 2 torches, 3 woods, and an iron. Okay, so we definitely have that. And let's start it. Are they going to gather the coal? Good, they're gathering the coal. Alright, so that's a good thing. They're going to gather the coal and go make the torches. villagers are actually idling for once. That's surprising. Well, no, they're not fully idling, but they're, you know, minding their own business. Oh, we actually had some combat down there. Oh, it was from the siege. Okay. No big thing. You know, what I'm gonna do is go into the market, and just to show you, I am going to sell these boots here. Okay, now by doing that, I am going to get 2846 gold back by selling that. And that's going to go down. So their caravan is trading, and I'm going to start it up again. What the people are going to do, they're going to run around and clear out the little inventory here and hand them off to the merchant. I still find it really funny how they just basically lift the cows over their heads. Like, I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. Seriously, they're strong enough to lift a cow, but they can't beat monsters with their bare hands. Explain that to me, really. I demand answers. And there goes the caravan. And I cleared that out. That's one thing this alpha, there's one problem, is they really overdo the flour. And I mean, they really overdo the flour. Okay, so they got 2 more mills running for wheat. I wish I'd go down and clear this out. Just for purposes of the, I'm going to destroy this coal. Destroy this mud. Now watch what this does. I'm going to take this and make the mineshaft and see, oh, you can't put it here, but I can put it here because it's all green, and you click it and it X's it out. And now also I can say, okay, yeah, we're going to keep with 1 mineshaft for coal. That running, and you're going to run down and slowly build that up. What is taking him so long? Oh, there, he's carrying some wood. That's one thing. Mineshafts do cost a lot of materials, but it is very, very much well worth it. And they should be making the tail end of things. It's kind of funny how they just basically just go, oh, I'm going to sleep out on the stone floor with no bed, but I guess when you're a stupid peasant, you can't complain about much, can you? Now the one thing I can do now, but I want to wait until I find more iron, is make a stove. Speaking of which, how much is a stove? It's 2 pieces of iron. I don't want to chance that yet. I'm going to turn back on my farms. I'm going to turn 4 of them on. Oh, look at that. The mineshaft's done. It's one of those translucent things like everything else, but, I mean, we can live with that. It's no big deal. Now, if I wanted to, I could make another mineshaft here and another mineshaft here, so that way it would be spilling out triple the coal. And that would be a very, very nice thing to have. So, now we are going to go and make something that will help me out inside the dungeon proper. And that will be the tavern. The tavern is really the fun part of the game, for the most part. Basically, the tavern has to be at least a 5x5 square, but you know, that's boring. We are going to make the tavern big. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there we go. So we built a tavern. Now the tavern allows you to get heroes to wander in. And heroes are definitely a great thing to have around for you. Because they'll run around and decide, I'm going to go into the dungeon and beat things up for you. Well, that's great because it clears everything out and it allows you to do a lot more focus on the building. Now, granted, if a hero dies, they're going to become a human corpse and you're going to have to grab their bodies, or else you're going to have ghosts going all over the place. And unfortunately, there's no auto production of that. So, there we go. We already got a hero because this blinked up. And Gandalf, is he a wizard? No, he's a barbarian. Now barbarians are, they tend to be the most basic of heroes, but they love to explore and they love to fight. They can get into a lot of danger for themselves, but if you manage to do enough stuff, they'll run around and pick up gear and go and beat the crap out of things. In an earlier game, I actually had a barbarian that was running around with, I believe it was 30 levels. He was up to level 30. Yes, the heroes actually level up as they beat things up. They get more hit points and attack power. He was running around level 30 with a full set of gear, and he was taking out rooms of like 20 mobs by himself and hardly getting hurt at all. So right now the barbarian is chilling out inside the village. Surprisingly, he has not went Leroy Jenkins mode into the cavern. And it looks like we got another hero, Hadrian de Bourgouville. And he is another barbarian. Now you see, barbarians are the most basic of heroes. And look, there goes Gandalf. And he's... What they're good for is they clear out the fog of war inside the dungeons. And you can watch their experience going up. And also their health regenerates. Their health does regenerate, so they are pretty self-sufficient. And unlike villagers, when they get into a fight and they know they can't win, they will run away. It's a good thing, but also at the same time, it's potentially a bad thing. Because if your villagers are ill-equipped, they're going to stay and die. And as you just saw, the hero just ran for his life because he got wounded. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. A monster will come up and follow. And luckily he killed it. So now he's probably going to stick around, get healed up a little bit, and then he's going to go running back down like a raving maniac. So as you can see, it's expanding the area. And there goes Hadrian. Now, like Minecraft, gravel does not fall from the air when you break it down. So we're going to get this gravel. Oh, look at this. We already have copper. This, you know, for a map that started off kind of tough with the whole jungle thing in the beginning, this has really become an amazing, and I mean amazing, map. It really has. So let's take down this whole wall here. Now gravel gives you the chance of getting flint and Arthur Dacusi. Apparently Gandalf... What happened to Gandalf? Did Gandalf just leave? Oh, Gandalf died! Crap. That was pretty fast. Outdoor, we need a grave. Well, where did he die? Oh my god! 2 heroes died. These heroes are terrible. Where did they die? They died inside the freaking... They died inside the taverns. Simon sipped mules. Great. Oh, I have a full complement of barbarians again. Guys, I think you can make that grave. Now, these stink clouds, they make people unhappy, but right now I see that they're running to start making a grave. Hopefully. Okay, so they got the corpses. Alright, there we go. We got graves, so we're going to avoid the ghost problem. You can see that the heroes have already expanded all this land, and there you go, this frickin' moron. Leroy frickin' Jenkins. Luckily, some heroes will work in tandem with each other, and that right there is a spiderite. Spiderites are one of the items, and they allow you to make very specific gear, which is usually a mix of iron or copper with the certain ites. And this guy cannot even beat up a spider. I really must have... Oh my god. I really must have pulled the bad straw of the bunch when it came to heroes. I really must have, you know, where am I getting all the good resources? I'm getting all the dipshit heroes who can't fight themselves out of a wet paper bag. And they dropped a wooden helmet. And there we go. We got a whole army of danger. And it's sad when, you know, workers are killing things better than the actual heroes. Oh my god, he just basically said, "Hi, here's all the monsters for you." But yes, this is the dungeon. As you can see, it can be quite dangerous. And there's the guards. Yes, the guards will run in and try to help the heroes if they are in need of it. Now also, chunk that out. Chunk this out. Chunk this out. Let's see what that gets me. And I got another hero. And look at that, it's another barbarian. Now, that's the thing. When you first start off getting heroes, you're going to get nothing but barbarians. And barbarians are really... They tend to be the herp derps of the heroes because, like you saw, they run in and they just fight things, and they tend to get killed a lot. But there's not much you can do when they, you know, do that, because that's just the way they are there. And look at that, he already pulled 2 freaking spiders and. You got heroes who are... You got villagers who are tougher than the heroes. I mean, really, I can't make this up. I really can't make this up. Now, why are you standing there? Like, oh, you freaking moron. You go down, you're hungry, and... oh my god. Oh my god. What have I done? Oh, this is not good. Oh no. This is not good at all. I just lost a villager. Guys, stop fighting. Really, just stop fighting. Stop fighting. Okay, I did a really bad thing. I did a very, very, very bad thing. I have opened up the gates of hell, essentially. Oh, stop fighting! My god. Oh, that turned out to be a massacre. Oh, there. Now, I better go get those corpses. God damn it. Well, at least I got 3 immigrants to replace them immediately. You asshole! You know, of all the people who go down to get the corpses... oh, here comes a Leroy Jenkins brigade. And I gotta make another grave. It's sad that my villagers are doing more work than the heroes. It's really bad. This is terrible. But yeah, I mean that's an amusing way to make things a little harder. So go and auto equip, go and auto equip. Now the worst part is now that the 4th level of the dungeon has been opened up a lot earlier than it should have, the heroes are going to go Leroy Jenkins and run down into it. Hopefully they have enough of brain cells to not do that. Okay, well, I guess it couldn't be avoided. But now they're grabbing all the ites. So. Alright. Well, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse, but yeah, our graveyard is expanding rapidly. Because this is what happened. I went, oh, well, this is great. I found this huge stack of, you know, this huge stack of gravel and copper. Now I'm going to dig straight down and hopefully get like this big wad like this. Unfortunately, it was a wide open area. So therefore, when they dug it, they dropped down into the 4th floor and found an army. And finding that army was proved to be pretty bad. And you better run. You better run, you frickin' moron. You know what? My heroes are brain dead. Why do you do this to me? Okay, but we have a soul. We have a well-armed person going in. Oh my god. She is getting her ass kicked. Okay. No, don't die. Okay. He's more than likely going to the hospital. Now, you know what? I just realized I think these stink clouds actually hurt people. You know what? I'm going to do something smart, and let's make some walls. I'm going to cut my losses. You see that what I'm doing right there? Oh, what did you just do, you idiot? Oh no. Why? Oh, great. Here we go. Here comes a gravy train of death. Guess what? I'm making another grave. Oh my god. Why is this happening? I have... Oh, diorite boots. Heroes, you are not... Oh, you know, Jesus God. And this person is starving to death, and he's going down to get the corpse. You see, this is why the AI in this game needs a lot of work. What is he doing? Why is he... Oh, you know, you goddamn moron. That's the thing. It's like there is food there. There is food. It goes down without eating. And it's probably in hunger lock. I am getting very, very disappointed with these people. You can see that yes. You know, I hope you frickin' die, you stupid ass barbarian. Goddamn morons. It's funny how everything was going so well and then these heroes are like, over, over, over. That's what I think we might be making another. Oh god. Well, at least you're getting a good tutorial on grave making in this. You are definitely getting a good tutorial on grave making. Why are they not going to get corpses? Please go down, get corpses. Oh, no, 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 you ass. You know. Another hero died. Oh, okay, never mind. And they're still letting those. Hey, you know. Okay, so I got level 4 blocked off. On the other hand, they are not going to get that last. Get those corpses now. I don't want ghosts. I mean, come on. I already have a grave here. Where are you going? Oh, you have to grab the spider right first, don't you? Never mind that we, got a corpse here that's gonna turn into ghosts. Okay, you know what? I think you can lower the bread production now. think we have plenty of food now. Come on, people. You're really disappointing me. Idiots. Stop the weak at her. God damn it. Why won't you get the remains? Oh, I see why. Wait. How did I get over? I think I just found the problem. Somehow they closed the path off. But how did those people get over there in the first place? There we go. Okay, problem solved. Okay, this game is salvageable. There we go. See, now we have the mineshaft, and you can see it start to spit out some coal. Alright. You know, I am really sad with these heroes. They are really doing a piss poor job. Just went full circle. You know, that's really weird. You know, oh, someone died? Died. I guess I can just delete this grave because for some reason it bugged me out. Okay, now also the one thing you notice about this dungeon wall is it's following this river. And look at that, there's coal underneath the river. If that was iron, I would have been livid. And look, there's more coal. Wow. Okay. So if I manage to, you know, break open here by the river, I would cause a flood and the whole place would be underwater. At that point, it would be almost worthless to even go on adventures because I wouldn't be able to go under the ground. I kind of wish the heroes were a little more savvy on grabbing equipment because that's what's getting them killed. Here goes this raving idiot. I still don't know how that person got over there and couldn't get out. It just doesn't make much sense. Yeah, for barbarians, they really don't have barbaric names. Oliver Saint Valery? Bram de Lacordier, I mean, that's a little better, but... Oliver? A barbarian with the name of Oliver? Oh, look at that, more gravel. That's because it's linked to that. Getting a little dangerous, aren't we? Alright, well, there you go. You know, just for the sake of completion for this tutorial, what I'm gonna do is build. I can't even build IT smithy, but I can't even build an IT smithy because I need a smelter first. I can't do that, but basically, these goblinites and spiderites, You use 1 iron and 2 spiderite while having a smelter to make an ITE smithy, which allows you to make all the smithy gear. Now, like I'll show you real quick. Weapons here. Like you have a lot of different things. I mean, you have, it's under other, and there are some things that are not normally weapons, like wooden snake swords. You can really only get in the desert. So it's kind of funny that they have them exist in normal maps, even though, you know, the snake crabs don't exist. But wooden snake swords actually give you poison on the weapon. So you can actually poison enemies with them. They're not the strongest, but they're actually pretty fun to run around with. Curved blade, I mean, that's nice, but you need 2 iron for it. And iron can be a very tough thing to find. Diorite is pretty strong. Then you have Ghoulite, which gives you like a 2,000 attack power almost if you get a good roll. Ogreite gives you a 2,200. And that's the strongest monster weapon you can make is Ogreite. But I mean, if you go into like silver is like 3830 at max. Or the magical silver bent sword, you have 4120. Or a bow that does 2755. And then you have gold, which is the strongest. I mean, you have a 2905 for a bow, but then you have like an axe that can do 4069. Or then you have the mace that does 4440. So yeah, the golden stuff is great, but you don't find that until much later. I have never seen silver or gold yet, so I can only guess that they are into much deeper levels. I've only ever gotten into -8 on the floors, so I'm sure that there's a lot more to be found. But okay, well, I hope all the videos have been beneficial for you. So with this, I'm going to close out the tutorials, but any more ideas that I come up with, I may very well come up and make more videos. So with that, I leave it be, and I'll see you around. Hope these